So Turkey Tom is involved in a drama, and this time it involves not only him but his girlfriend. So recently they decided to make a joke because people have been referring to them as gender swapped versions of each other. So, harmless little joke. They both decided to post tweets of them with Turkey Tom saying 1 year on testosterone and his girlfriend saying 1 year on estrogen.
This is getting out of hand.
Now, originally, when I saw these tweets, I was like, haha, whatever, moved on with my day. I saw the Turkey Tom one, and it didn't have like a ton of likes, just a couple thousand. But I came across his girlfriend's tweet a little bit later, and when I saw it had 60,000 likes, I said, wow, this is really definitely going outside its target audience. And the replies really confirmed that for me. So I'm going to take a look at some of them and just show how dumb they are. Yeah. I don't even know why I said that, but let's get into this. So they start off with how people on Twitter normally start off, the old tactic of going and finding something that someone has done in the past to justify your criticism of them, which I will say that I do. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, what do you mean? Like, I've never said that anyone has done something in the past and that's bad. But what I am saying is that they're bringing up something completely unrelated. If they wanted to criticize Turkey Tom in general, then just do that. But they act like them posting like a joke about them being gender swapped was this horrible thing. So they post the screenshot of Turkey Tom saying a bunch of jokes, really, and then all the N-word stuff, which is still to this day is really surprising of just how much there was. Like, you wouldn't expect, or at least I wouldn't. I don't know how other people thought of Turkey Tom, but I didn't expect there to be that much. Now, keep in mind, Turkey Tom was like anywhere from like 15 to 19 when he made those. I'm sort of in that age range, and I want to say that like these are like messages or Discord posts. Also, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's young, he doesn't know what he's saying, because I mean, yeah, but like still, it's weird to get angry. It's weird to get angry at somebody for something that they said online, regardless. But to act like, oh, he said this word and now he's, actively harming a ton of black people, or he's a racist. That's dumb. The feeling I've always had towards the word, and I'm black, so before you say, oh, you have no authority on this, I assure you that, I, I understand the word, all right? But if he's not actively harming somebody, and he's just saying it in DMs, and he's not calling somebody it, and I mean, he does say that he'll eventually call somebody that word, but like, still, other than that, like, eh, and all this other stuff I really don't know about, so I'm not even gonna speak on it. But there were more replies, of course. It's always emos who date white nationalists, and I still don't see the crossover, TBH. Though $10 says he's older than her by at least 5 years and has been barking up her tree for at least 3 years before she turned legal. So to throw this in and correct the record, first of all, he's 20, I want to say, or 21. So he would have been like 18 talking to her, and she's not 13. So, and so I think they started dating like recently. I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, but like still he's like 20, so if he was going after her when he was 17, as long as she's not like 13, it's all good. Also, what makes Turkey Tom a white nationalist? I was so focused with the last sentence of basically accusing him of being a predator that I didn't think about the white nationalist stuff. Like, what could possibly make Turkey Tom a white nationalist? This is almost as bad as the Mr. Beard thing. Whereas, oh man, Turkey Tom, when you make these fat phobic jokes, you're actually contributing to fascism. Yeah, you're contributing to fascism because you made a post where you posted Ethan Klein's photo. Like, it's the same exact energy. I'm just gonna demonize you because A, I don't like you, or B, I just something that you did a while back was bad, but I don't think enough people would get on board, so I have to call you something. It's ridiculous. What's more sickening, the fact that this isn't your joke to make, or the fact that you're saying how much you look like your partner, implying being close enough to be siblings? Wow, she really got him there. I hate this. Oh, this isn't your joke to make. It isn't your apology to accept. Like, be quiet, dude. Like, you can make any joke you want to. Now, obviously, you have to watch your mouth and be respectful. Okay, you can't just say whatever and be like, "Hey, man, I was just joking. Why are people getting mad at me? Cancel culture is running rampant." Like, come on, dude. But still, like, just because they're not trans doesn't mean they can't make a joke. They're literally just saying, "Oh, we look like gender swapped versions of ourselves." I don't think that they look close enough to be siblings. I don't really think that was the objective of the post, really. I feel like this person's kind of dragging it just to be like, haha, you look like siblings, haha. Like, I don't understand how the wrong person making a joke would make you sick to your stomach. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that somebody who doesn't fit into a demographic is making a joke that minorly involves another demographic. I don't know why I said graph, but there's also this element of like people just looking for a villain, and Pillow Pet just happened to be the villain of the story for today, and tomorrow it'll be a completely different villain. So, it is what it is. After looking at the various posts and stepping back to think objectively rather than respond with some kind of vitriol, I have just one question. Either of you mean any kind of harm with this joke? Did it occur to you even briefly that it could be construed as harmful? I don't know why they would have to sit there and be like, is this gonna hurt the trans community? I'm really curious as to how this could even be harmful, or how it could even be misconstrued as harmful. Like, what was it that made this so bad? I'm genuinely asking. Like, if somebody has an answer and they're like, "Hey, so this, and this was wrong," I'll be like, "Okay, cool." I'll pin the comment, because what I don't want to do is just miss something completely, because I feel like I'm looking at like a puzzle, and I'm supposed to have 10 pieces, and I've got 7. And all these people on Twitter are constantly talking about, oh, well, I have all 3 pieces, and I'm not going to say, okay, this is harmful, but I'm not going to say why. Well, if it genuinely is harmful, and it's genuinely hurting people, then you just saying, oh, this is harmful, isn't helping, right? And I want to say that, again, I really can't see how this would harm genuinely anybody. I don't see it. Like, maybe, now that I think about it, like somebody was saying, oh, you're making trans experiences invalid because you're making a joke. I don't know. It feels like a reach to me thinking that, but this whole situation is just one long reach that's just been going on for a while now. Just constantly cycling, like, oh, this is such a bad thing. You're perpetuating negative stereotypes are about people. You're doing all these bad things that I don't like for this reason, and this reason. It's really dragged out to me. Now, I saw a lot of people in the replies to the original tweet talking about, oh, well, they're going off in the quote tweets. And I scrolled through, and it was kind of a mismatch. There was only one that I really wanted to talk about, so I'm going to read that out for you. Honestly weird for a cis person to pretend they have a transition timeline, even if it did get out of their intended audience by accident. Would have been way better to say it outright that it's not the same person.
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of it.
This is honestly such a weird line of thought. Like, oh, okay, you made a joke, but you didn't outright state it, so now it's bad. You didn't clearly say that it was a joke. Well, why? Maybe their intended audience wouldn't respond well to that. So they're supposed to let themselves, like, let me phrase this a little bit better. Maybe if you get like 10,000 likes on a tweet if you didn't put the serious tag, and then if you do put the serious tag, you get 5,000. Not really likely, but I'm just spitballing here. Wouldn't it make more sense for you to not put the /SRS tag Or maybe you just don't feel like it. Maybe you just want to make a joke to your niche audience, because this isn't like a Twitter celebrity, quote unquote. This isn't somebody with hundreds of thousands of followers. The tweet just randomly blew up. It was completely out of nowhere. Nobody really saw it coming. I doubt she planned out having people getting angry at this and it getting 100,000 or maybe even 10,000 likes. It was just a simple little joke that spiraled completely. All in all, I think this is just another instance of Twitter taking things to the max when it just didn't need to. This is a situation that did not have to get as dragged out as it was, but over and over again we see people on the internet as a whole, not even just Twitter, just drag out things more and more just because they can, just because they feel like it. But I'm going to end things off here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.